Today we got a look at the first mission in the Tina Wonderlands game, and I do want to give a thanks to IGN for supplying the gameplay. Keep in mind this will have a little bit of spoilers on the first mission, but for the most part it's mostly going to be gameplay. Now if you are familiar with the Borderlands 2 Attack on Dragon's Keep DLC, you know that everything starts out as sunshine and rainbows. Shortly after, the darkness sets in and the mood changes. The opening of the game is going to be the same too. You start out heading to the town of Brighthoof, and then suddenly Tina changes the narrative and it's under attack. In order to enter, you do need to lower the drawbridge, and what better way than to seduce the bridge?
I think it's obvious. We seduce the drawbridge.
Greetings, inanimate object. Would you like to engage in physical congress?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. The drawbridge, it digs your flavor, baby.
Works every time.
Remember, we are in the mind of a 13-year-old, so Tina's just gonna do whatever she feels like doing. From this point forward, we just see a lot of combat as we take the town back, and the combat looks extremely fun. For the gameplay, the player was given a very strong character to experience all the gameplay combat, so we do get to see a wide variety of attacks. Now, it was mentioned that spells aren't really going to follow a mana system too, it's going to be more of a cooldown. So once you cast a spell, you have to wait a little bit of time and then you get the charge back. We do know this can be altered by putting on rings and amulets to reduce the cooldown, so there will be a little bit of changeability there. Yeah, look how many times you can spam one spell, so you are going to be getting more than one charge. For the spells, we did see a meteor spell cast quite a few times, and with this spell you look at the enemy, cast it, and it will open a portal above their head. Right after that, a giant meteor falls down and strikes the enemy. That is pretty awesome. It was also shown that the Wyvern does not only swoop in at the enemy, but it can also shoot out fireballs as it travels over. Obviously, we know that the Jacobs manufacturer is returning, but instead it's going to be known as black powder. And just like in Borderlands 3, when you hit a critical hit, the bullets will ricochet too. Right here, the player does have one of those magical crystal deposits above their gun, so whenever a gun has that, it seems that the gun shoots energy. So this black powder shotgun does shoot out energy shots. Notice here too that the meteor spell does create a singularity, and that singularity is going to bring in a nearby barrel and blow up on the enemy. Flat Off manufacturer is returning too, and it's going to be known as Stoker. And this Stoker manufactured pistol is shooting out fire shots that seem to be homing into the enemy. Judging by the skin on the gun, I'm assuming this is one of the uniques, so we have to figure out where this gun drops when the game comes out. Combat in this game is going to be much more involved, it's not just going to be enemies shooting with random guns. For example, this goblin is activating a catapult at the castle, as well as throwing giant rocks at you too. The melee system is shown off a little bit more too, but we don't see anything new. And we already know that melee is going to be a secondary, so it's not going to be relied on as a primary source of damage. Either way, that's not going to stop me from doing a full melee build. As for the rest of the gameplay, it's mostly going to be the goblin and the skeleton mobbing, and these skeletons will be using guns and bows for the most part. At the very end of the mobbing, we do see a wyvern, and check out the attack. Yeah, he spins into a fiery ball, and that's pretty awesome. So wyverns are going to be something we really need to watch out for. Also, just like in Borderlands 3, we can launch barrels with a melee attack, and then we are shown what looks to be another unique weapon. This black powder shotgun is shooting these arcing bullets. At the same time, there is a spell being cast on the floor that is raining down arrows on the enemy. Right after that, we do see a stoker sniper shoot the secondary firing mode on the sniper, and it's going to shoot out this energy ball that tracks onto the enemy. Now we're at the very end of the first mission, and you're just going to defeat the last of the undead horde, and then Tina's going to narrate saying you saved the town. Unfortunately, that's all we got for the gameplay, so let me know below in the comments what you guys think about all this. Obviously, I'm getting more and more excited every time I see it, and I am curious about what more gameplay we're going to get up until the release. One thing I really want to know about is what the HUD looks like, because for most of the gameplays, we've only seen the cinematic view, or I mean the HUDless view, so yeah, I'm curious about that. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like, because that'd be awesome, and if you guys really enjoyed it, be sure to sub. You guys have a great day, and I will see you all later. Peace out.